Hello, and welcome back to Rosewater.
Yeah. Oh no, I should have went like Yahoo or some shit.
It's okay.
Howdy.
I'm sure there will be plenty of more times for you to do cowboy expressions to the microphone and the audience as a result. Anyway, we have been commanded by Jem to go break into the blacksmith.
Commanded?
Yes.
I think he is bribing us. Sort of.
No, we
Not
tried to
really.
bribe him. He's coercing us.
No, that's the word. The word is coercing. Forgot what words were for a second there.
So, we have to break in.
Looks sturdy, but there's some rot creeping around the handles.
But I believe we might want to do when there aren't other people on the screen.
I mean, probably.
This padlock's not going anywhere. Not without encouragement. Too bad I didn't bring my lockpicks. Or a hammer.
Oh, well, that's a problem.
Okay, so like, what was journal again?
A journal? Oh,
D,
D. It's for
diary.
diary. To go, dear diary, this lock is being a bitch.
It's
How
very
do I
funny
unlock it?
that like the first thing we have is lockpicks, but
We don't
have any lockpicks.
I like that she says she didn't bring her lockpicks, which implies she has
Nothing inside but a
lockpicks.
colony of ants.
Yeah.
Shame. I could...
You can go for a sarsaparilla. We all could. We're gonna need to find lockpicks or a hammer or some other way to get in.
Yeah. Hey Cedric, do you have a hammer we can borrow?
Ah!
Hello again.
You think this guy's
It doesn't look
awake
half
yet?
bad, all things considered.
Doesn't look like
No,
it.
he was lucky. Once I'm done here and the laudanum wears off, he should be right as rain.
So no.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I haven't the time for idle chit-chat, Miss Leger.
Oh, alright. Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, I wouldn't try talking to him just now, Miss Leger. I gave him a mild narcotic to numb the pain. He'll be out of sorts for a while.
Okay. So we need lockpicks or a hammer. I don't remember how we got in last time. I'm pretty sure I think we picked the lock.
I think we picked the lock? I don't remember. That might have changed also from demo to full release. There might be a different way to get in, or the location of said item that you need might be somewhere else.
Yeah.
Have we tried going all the way that way? Is that where, like, the
So-
stage is? Oh, it is
over
where the
here
saloon
is the
is.
saloon, and that's where Jem is.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything. Yeah, there's nothing
No,
further.
we can't go that way. Okay. Alright, well, I think we just need to look around.
Okay.
It's a point and click. When you can't find something, it's time to start clicking on everything.
Gentleman Jake's show will be starting at the theater soon. You won't want to miss a second of it.
Well, we are trying. We are working on it. I swear.
Except maybe the bear.
Oh, maybe by the theater's kind of run down. Maybe there's like a loose brick we can grab.
Oh, hey, that's a great idea. I think I remember her mentioning that there were loose bricks on the ground. Right? There's a little pile right there.
Yeah.
This place is falling apart, but these stone tiles were nice. Once.
Perfect. And then we smash the lock with a brick.
Yeah.
A nice flat floor brick.
Okay.
That did it.
We didn't even smash the lock. We just smashed the thing off
Yeah.
the wood. Oh, that's very noticeable.
That is very noticeable.
So many horseshoes.
It is a blacksmith.
That's true.
Well now, what have we here? Got what I came for. Best
Well-
not to stick around.
Oh, well, that
I
was
did not
fast.
expect to find it in
The
one
ether is
go.
going on here?
Hi, Lola. I'm sorry.
You must be Lola Johnson.
That's right, Lola Johnson, who lives here.
This is very awkward.
It's so cozy with all the cobwebs.
I thought it
I
had a
love
certain
what you did with the
domestic
place.
charm. Nice setup you have in here.
I don't know what you're playing at, but my patience is wearing thin.
I'll be going.
You do that.
Harley just hustles her way out.
Yeah.
It is Harley, right?
Yeah,
her
yes,
name?
Harley Leger.
Yes. Okay.
I'm trying to think if there's anywhere else we could have found a lockpick.
I have no idea. You might be. Maybe there's multiple ways you could have gotten in there, and we
Yeah.
just picked brick.
Brute force. We pick up another brick. We bludgeon Gem with it.
Hey,
'Cause I'm
here.
still mad at him.
Here's your watch back.
No
I feel like
fool,
Jem
you
is the
actually
kind
got
of
it?
character who's gonna come
By a
back
whisker.
later.
Lola
Yeah,
turned
oh,
up just as
definitely.
I was leaving.
Did you see you take it?
Don't think so. Anyways, that's my part of the bargain held up. You gonna let me in now?
Sure, go on. Oh, and thanks. I know we've had our tiffs, but I really do appreciate you getting this for me. My dear departed Pa can rest easy again knowing his watch is back where it belongs.
That's not your watch at all, is it?
Well, it is now.
Kid, if I were you, I'd make myself scarce. Otherwise, the only way you'll be able to tell the time on that thing is by squatting over a mirror. You get me?
Yes, ma'am.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, are you ready for some thrills? Are you ready
And don't get
for
me
some
wrong, I do actually really like Gem,
Yeah.
but he is supposed to be kind of annoying.
That's kind of the purpose. Oh shit. Yeah.
Without further ado,
He starts talking
now
in the middle of a
present
quick
the star of
time
our
event.
show, the last man standing at the Bleachbone Girls Showdown. The only man to defeat Bastard Billy Boakes in a duel.
Bastard
The man
Billy
who
Boakes.
discovered a gentleman, then gifted it to an orphanage. Gentleman Jake Ackerman.
I still think the mechanical horse is funny. Oh, the poor guy is pushing it.
Thank you, Charlie, for that wonderful introduction. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Gentleman Jake's Wild West. We got a heck of a performance for you today, but first, allow me to introduce my brave and loyal assistant, Danny Luo.
Danny needs to be paid more.
Yes.
Justice for Danny.
Now let's get this show on the road. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you rope a steer. Keep it going, Danny. Maybe you'll lasso yourself one someday.
You get an applause.
You get to applause. I like that you can heckle.
Sun beat
Yeah.
down upon them as the duelists stood and stared. But Billy Boakes had never fought somebody so prepared. Jake drew his gun, and bang! The bastard crashed down with a thud. The legendary foe lay
I love that
dead
it's a poem.
in the
Yeah.
mud.
It is, isn't it?
Yahoo! Get him!
Get him! Harley's eating this up.
And now for a most challenging proposition. Perhaps
This
that
is like a
brings
three-man
you
act.
to the
It is.
second sights. You see those 5 juggling balls that Charlie keeps whirling aloft in such a dizzying display? Ladies and gentlemen, affix your eyes on that green ball in particular. and do not dare blink. For with but a single bullet, I will pluck it from the very air.
Yeah! Amazing!
I know most of this is just like,
And that, ladies and gentlemen,
you know,
is
little
our
tricks
show.
and whatnot.
Yeah,
so
he absolutely
much.
did not
Actually-
shoot a gun. That, you know, is entirely a trick.
It's still a cool trick, though.
And you can take home a piece of the legend. Come on down to the Check of Diamonds to get an autograph or a souvenir ferrotype. We'll be there until last call. Stop by and shake hands with Gentleman Jake.
Ladies and gentlemen, good night.
Poor Charlie doesn't even get to be on stage for curtain call.
No.
I suppose Harley has no further thoughts.
Oh, here we go.
I'm telling you, Jake, I need that money tonight.
You knew the deal going in, Charlie. There's nothing I can do about it.
We'll see about that.
Hope I'm not interrupting, gentlemen.
My friend here was just saying his farewells. Weren't you, Charlie?
It'd be very
Please
funny
do
if
pardon
Gentleman
that
Jake is just
unpleasant
broke.
display. What can I do
Yes.
for you, my dear?
Name's Harley Leger. I'd like to interview you for the Rosewater Post.
Well, shucks, it would be my pleasure, Miss Leger. Shall we go upstairs to my room? Beats standing out here in the dust.
Lead on.
Miss Leger, permit me to introduce my associate, Danny Luo.
We've met, actually. Not formally, I suppose. Nice to properly make your acquaintance, Miss Leger.
Likewise, Mr. Luo.
Please, you can call me Danny. Everybody does.
So what did you think of the show? Pretty spectacular, huh?
Okay, so you were trying to say something before we
Was
walked
I?
into a cutscene.
Oh, right. Oh, you're talking about when we were first exiting,
Yes.
right? I was gonna make the joke that either Harley waited till everyone else dispersed, or she made sure to cut out early because like there's no crowd, which is because like, you know, then you'd have to animate an entire crowd, and don't do that.
Don't do that if you don't have to.
Yeah, exactly.
It was pretty good.
Pretty good. Oh, you're down the middle.
Yes, that's definitely the word.
Oh my god!
Wow, Harley.
Shall we proceed?
Oh
with
my
the interview?
god!
Right.
Went with it's pretty good, and Harley was just like, yeah.
Sure. I like Harley's just like,
Why bring your show to Rosewater? Seems like a good start.
Little icebreaker.
How did you come to pick Rosewater as your latest venue?
Simple. Plenty of folk in this town are looking for a good show. I ain't so hoity-toity as to think El Presidio or Los Virgenes are the only places worth visiting. After spending all day bent double over a pan in a creek or working his keister off down in a mine, a man is entitled to some amusement, wouldn't you say?
Would people be surprised to learn about you?
What's something nobody knows about you? Give me something juicy.
I'm something of an open book, Miss Leger. Keeping secrets ain't really my modus operandi.
Come on, everyone's got secrets.
Oh, I think you'll find I'm not like most folk.
What about you, Mots? What question do you want to ask?
I want to ask, tell me your real story.
So who is the real Gentleman Jake?
Mercy me. That's a hell of a question. Now, I ain't much for philosophizing, Miss Leger, so I'll just say this. In my case, what you see is what you get.
I see. Well, okay then.
Danny, what do you think?
Yeah, Danny!
You're Gentleman Jake's closest associate. I'd like to hear your perspective.
Me? But I thought this interview was with Mr. Ackerman.
Oh, go on, Danny boy. Tell the lady what you think of old Jake.
Well, Mr. Ackerman's been very kind to take me under his wing. He's taught me
I can just
loads about
feel his
showmanship
anxiety.
Yes.
and being brave. Really, I couldn't ask for a better mentor.
Aw, hell. You're gonna
I
make
mean, of
me
course,
blush.
he's not gonna say anything negative about
Don't
Jake.
you have an
In front of
appointment
her.
with Miss
In front of
Sally
him.
this evening?
Yeah.
Damn, you're right. Sorry to cut things short, Miss Leger.
Oh,
I've
shoot.
got another engagement I need to prepare for.
I should have plenty for my article. I appreciate your time.
Well, I look forward to reading your story in the next edition. Danny, see the lady out, would you?
Ah, yes, here we go.
Here we are, one
Good meeting you, Danny. Guess I'll see you
upcoming
around.
bar fight.
Yes.
Not to worry, gents. Jake's all yours. Hey, you were in the show. Nice juggling.
Thank you, ma'am. Jake, get your ass out here right now, you four-flusher.
The fact that she just knows that they're here for
What's all
Jake.
the ruckus?
Yes. Well, she can assume, and I think that's
Fool
fair.
me, Ackerman. You know damn well why I'm here. You might think you can give me the runaround, but I wonder if my friends here won't convince you to pay up.
Charlie, Charlie, Charlie. Didn't anybody ever tell you only cowards get others to solve their problems for them?
You slum-guzzling bastard. I'm gonna fix that wobbling jaw of yours.
Come on up here, then.
You sure you won't reconsider, Charlie?
Shut the hell up and get out of my way.
Charlie's
Why?
about to go full Yosemite
Take care.
Sam.
Yeah.
Let's dance, cowboy.
Fight, 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 fight.
I suggest you clear out while you can, little lady. This can get ugly.
From where I'm standing, it's pretty damn ugly already. Hey,
So that's how you want it, huh? Fine. I'll let the boss
Charlie's
deal
just
with
like-
you when he's done.
No, I'm gonna get in on this fight. It's been a while since I've been in a good bar fight.
Yes.
Hey! Start any trouble, lady.
Hit him with the drawer.
Okay, yeah. So that should drop that open then.
Yep.
Hey!
It's getting real
Start
uppity
any
about
trouble,
picking
lady.
up a bottle. Ah! I keep forgetting it swings that way!
Yeah. Well, I'll just take this.
That. Smash that over someone's
Hey,
head.
hey, Danny. Harley. Fine.
You try selecting it. I bet she'll figure out what you're trying to say. There you go.
Hey, Dan, you need a hand here? That man has a concussion.
Hey, nice.
not the
Definitely.
most honorable way of fight, but these boys were hardly playing fair.
Hey, Charlie. Looks like your guys weren't as tough as you hoped.
Don't hit people with bottles. It's very bad.
Yeah, don't do that.
Wee! That got the old blood pumping.
You've got some interesting associates, Mr. Ackerman. If you'll excuse me, I have an article to write.
Hang on just a minute. I'd be a fool to just let you walk away after that performance. Come on back up here. I've got a business proposition that may interest you.
What about Miss Sally?
Oh, she can wait. All right, Miss Leger, I won't beat around the bush. Danny and I are looking to get some folks together for a job. And I think you
We're
make a
assembling
damn
a
fine
team.
addition to the team.
What sort of job?
Ever hear of Dr. Bennett Clark?
Have we heard of Dr. Bennett Clark? Or are we in the dark?
I think that we had seen Dr. Bennett Clark be mentioned once in the newspaper.
Oh, that's neat.
Can't say I have, just for the lore.
For the
No,
lore.
I don't think I have.
He was the lead scientist researching that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
stuff. Before the ban, that is. Dr. Clark moved out here not long after the big disaster back in Lamplight City. He kept up his research, even did some demonstrations at the Opera House. Till one day, he just up and vanished. Nobody's seen hide nor hair of him in nearly a year.
What
So is he
happened?
dead or what?
That's the thing.
Ah,
Nobody knows.
You never know what
But the
Harley's
real
gonna say.
question is,
Really
what he left
don't.
behind. We're going in search of Dr. Clark's fortune.
Come again?
The feller was loaded. Somehow he managed to talk a bunch of big money investors from back east into financing his research. All those gizmos and doodads don't come cheap, you know? We find his stash, we'll all be rolling in it for years to come.
Stash? What stash? Surely it's all just numbers on a ledger somewhere.
Nope, I'm telling you, he kept his assets in cold, hard cash.
No, I really do think
So
Gentleman
you're
Jake
looking
might
to
be
rob a
broke.
man
No, he's
blind
definitely.
because nobody knows what he is?
Now, nothing so uncouth as that. Picture this, a swashbuckling pirate captain, his vessel freighted with treasure. The vast fleets of law and order circling him, closing in. He digs a hole in the sands of some sun-kissed tropical beach to conceal his ill-gotten loot and makes himself scarce. Circumstance conspires to deprive him of the opportunity to return. Now, he's the brave treasure hunter who seeks and unearths the bounty guilty of robbery? Or is he just returning to the world what would otherwise lie forgotten and worthless? See, we're not after Clark's personal wealth. The money in question was meant to bankroll his etheric research. Since that's been outlawed, he can't touch it. And it's a drop in the ocean for the investors. They'll never miss it.
How many folks
You think
are you
that
planning on bringing
matters
into
to the
this?
investors?
That depends on what we find. But I
They'd be
promise
so
you,
pissed to find
we'll all
out
get
that
a
somebody
fair
took their
split,
money.
Enough to make it all worthwhile.
What's your plan?
Clark had a lab nearby, a couple miles outside of town. Last place anybody saw him. We poke around there, retrace his steps, and it should lead us straight to the loot.
Uh-huh.
Now, call me crazy, but I get the impression you're not entirely convinced.
I mean, you know, this is pretty far-fetched.
You're gonna call a goose when you see it.
How can you be sure Clark isn't just holed up in some cave with his cash? Or that someone didn't off him so they could claim it for themselves? We follow Clark, and whatever vanished him could end up vanishing us, too.
I admit we're asking you to put a lot of faith in us.
I love that Danny's
Hell,
just
I'd
sort of
probably be
watching.
just as
Yes.
incredulous were I in your position.
Mr. Ackerman's a good man, Miss Leger. He's never led me astray in all the time I've known him.
I appreciate it, Danny, but I think Miss Leger's gonna need a little more than just your word. Look, I've known quite a few moneyed folk in my time. They all got one thing in common. You know what that is?
Money?
I mean, both of those are pretty good.
Yeah, I'm leaning on two.
They couldn't give a rat's ass about folks like you and me.
I admit I cannot emphatically contradict you there. Not what I meant.
So what do they have in common?
They're good at keeping their money safe. Clark's cash is out there. I just know it. As far as your safety, you just took out a couple of brutes twice our size. It's plain to see you can take care of yourself.
I'm pretty good with my pistols, and Mr. Ackerman can talk his way out of anything.
Except
We
for,
could use
you know,
some-
Charlie.
Besides, stick around old Jake long enough and you'll have enough material to write a whole book. Forget a measly little write-up in the local rag. I'm offering you a front row seat to a much better show. So, what do you say?
I think it's so funny that Danny's just like, I'm pretty good with my pistols, but I wasn't gonna shoot those men in that bar. That would be very rude.
I mean, like, that would just be murder, you know?
That would just be murder. I can punch them and they'd go down. Eventually. You know,
Yeah.
if Harley doesn't come in with a fucking bottle.
Let's come in with a bottle and give that man brain damage.
Yes.
Good story? No funny business? Or super enthusiastic?
I say good story. Me, personally.
All right, Mr. Ackerman. I'm in. At the very least, this venture should make for an interesting tale.
I'm pleased to hear you say that.
You won't regret this, Miss Leger.
We'll set out for the lab at daybreak. And please, call me Jake.
This may be an awkward conversation for our
Dr.
boss,
Clark's
though.
laboratory
Oh,
is a
yeah.
short hike from
I mean,
Rosewater.
Joan
After
might be
getting
pretty
run out of
excited.
Lamplight City, this is where he went to ground. A secluded desert facility where he could get up to who knows what. Jake, Danny, and I head there at first light to see what secrets he left behind.
Quite a sight, ain't it?
I'll say. What the hell was Clark doing out here?
That's a question for minds
Aether
greater
stuff.
than ours,
You know.
Mr. Leger.
Aethericity. Is that the word? Is that the word they
Aethericity?
use? Aethericity. It's like electricity, but with aether. Okay.
Okay.
Our first thing of business should be investigating that cactus. I'm just kidding. I think. Okay, no, that's an arrow, not a little X.
Can we talk?
What's on your mind?
And we are officially past the demo.
Oh yeah, you're right. Exciting.
I've got some more questions.
How did you
about
learn about
I'm
Clark's
always
money?
happy to answer.
Yes.
Just how did you come to learn about Clark's money?
Not long ago, I got to talking with a feller at the saloon. The whiskey had loosened his lips, and he blabbed all about the success of his Aurum claim. But then he told me about how he'd invested most of that Aurum in Clark's research, and how he wasn't the only one.
And you're certain these investors won't be wanting their money back?
Can't speak for the rest, but this feller won't. See, his aforementioned loose lips got him into trouble with some other folk. Poor bastard was shot dead in the street.
I see.
Well, that. Oh my
I'd like
God.
to say that has quite a complete different connotation than a bunch of investors like out east.
Yeah.
If you had people like mining and or owning mines out here in the west.
Yeah. I don't trust Gentleman Jake. I want to, but like I don't. My Scooby-Doo villain radar keeps beeping whenever I look at him.
Like, my villain radar doesn't beep at Gentleman Jake, but my, like, well, he is a Wild West entertainer.
Yeah. He might be
so
pretty...
he's gonna be full of tall tales.
He's gonna be full of tall tales. He's definitely gonna probably be on the morally gray scale of some variety.
Yeah.
How'd you and Danny get together?
I was packing up after a run of shows in Quick Point, having a hard time of it. You see, my assistant had up and left a few days prior, so I was flying solo.
Your assistant left?
So, before Danny.
The showman's life ain't for everybody. I don't fault him for it. Anyhow, Danny comes up and offers to help with the crates. You should have seen him. Eyes wide, hands shaking, downright charming. So, Danny gives me a hand and we get to talking. Turns out he's got experience roping and shooting. He even gave me a demonstration. I offered him the job as my assistant on the spot. The rest, as they say, is history.
Would you care to recount some of your previous adventures?
I'd love to, but I'm afraid now just ain't the time. Soon as we have a respite, I'll be glad to regale you.
I'm impressed, Miss Leger. Never thought I'd live to see the day Jake refused to tell his story.
Enough jabber. Let's push on.
No, we must
Hey,
jabber
Danny?
some more.
Yes.
Let's talk to Danny.
I want to know something about you, Danny.
Okay. Like what?
You and Jake known each other long?
Gosh, that's a good question. I guess it's been about 2 years.
Sounds about right.
Time goes by quick when you travel around as much as we do.
Makes sense.
What did you do before becoming Jake's assistant?
Oh, nothing glamorous. I was a stable hand in Quick Point. Life with Gentleman Jake is certainly more, lively.
I love the implied shifty eyes there.
Yeah.
Just how old are you, anyway?
I'll be 21 this winter, but I can
Oh,
handle
wow.
myself just fine if that's what you're worried about.
True enough. Danny's more experienced than some folk twice his age. You'd be a fool to underestimate him.
Have you got any family?
Sure, my parents and older brother live on the coast, near El Presidio. I write them every month. I haven't seen them in a dog's age, though. But Jake's been like family to me, really.
We should get a move on.
I haven't seen them in a dog's age. It's such an interesting turn of phrase.
Yeah. Should we head the straight in?
Yeah. Keep out.
Sorry
Look
guys,
at
we
these-
can't go
Should
in.
come
It
as
says
a
keep out.
surprise that the front door is not wide open for us.
Look at these butterfly moths. I didn't know it was
Yeah.
my hideout.
That's a serious
Yeah.
looking lock.
So
So
how are we
Mods, can you
supposed
just
to get
open
in?
the door for us?
I forgot my keys. You know, in my other bag.
Know if there are any locksmiths in town?
I'd prefer if we handled this ourselves. My old pal Captain Stokes is stationed nearby at Fort Beaumont. He owes me a favor, or two.
Maybe he could give us some high-powered equipment to get inside.
You read my mind, Danny boy. Wouldn't do any harm to take a look around out here first, though.
Okay. What do we got to look at?
Locked up tight.
Whoever closed this place up really didn't want anybody getting in.
They really did, and look at all the
Shocking.
boarding.
Hang on, we should try the...
This is one of
Yep.
the sturdiest locks I've ever seen.
I think we're gonna need to get creative. The
Would have
fort
thought the
stockpile
lock
might
would
have
be
something that could help.
functional.
Wonder if Dr. Clark boarded these up himself.
What? Is that a mailbox?
Maybe.
Must take ages for any correspondence to get out here.
It is a mailbox.
Probably beats having to hike into town, though.
Looks like Clark missed his last mail delivery.
We have now committed a federal crime.
Oh no.
Seems to be from another scientist.
February 12th, 1850. Dr. Clark, I hope this letter finds you well. Upon hearing news of the reactionary and ignorant ban our leaders have seen fit to impose, my thoughts went to you and your thankless labors in the wilderness. When they hounded you out after the expo, and I wouldn't be surprised if Leroy's cronies sabotaged your display to discredit you, you were undaunted. After enduring such a trying year, I know how much building that lab out there meant to you. A turning point in your fortunes, or so it seemed. Yet I am sure you will persevere once more. One day when rationality again prevails in the halls of government and this silly thing is lifted, I hope to take you up on your offer of a tour. If you've returned to the bosom of civilization by then, all the better. With warm regards, Dr. Roderick Nethersole. P.S.
Nethersole.
Managed to rig a TT-180 console to control both your equipment and door mechanisms still baffles me. Mine is destined for the scrapyard.
Interesting.
Hey, question. I don't know
Yeah.
if you remember. Both of us played Lamplight City years ago, so I don't quite remember it in its entirety. Was Dr. Clark from Lamplight City, or is this entirely Rosewater specific?
I do not know. It's a good possibility. Or at the very least might have been referenced at some point. But I do not remember.
I don't remember either. I feel like I need to play it just in case I'm like missing some context, because it was a while ago.
Yeah.
I will feel really embarrassed if it's
Dr.
like
Clark
something
really
incredibly
loves
important
sarsaparilla.
from Lamplight
Must be at
City, and
least
it's just been
30
so
empty
long that I
bottles in
forgot.
this fridge.
Yeah.
I once drank 10 bottles of sarsaparilla for a bet.
Did you win?
Well, yes, and no.
Oh no!
Doing some tidying, are we?
We might find some use for these. Come help me. I can't carry them all myself.
Hey, I ain't gonna start belly aching if you want to go around collecting refuse. Might fetch us a few shillings if we sell them back at the Jack of Diamonds.
There you go. And some for you.
And
Thanks.
some for you.
Okay, now that we all have a stack of bottles,
Empty sarsaparilla bottles.
we might be able to actually use those to like draw attention or like
Yeah.
like throw them at stuff.
Good doctor
makes
was
sense.
pretty self-sufficient out here. Can we talk?
What's on your mind?
Have you had any new ideas for getting inside the lab?
Not a one, unfortunately. I believe asking at the fort is our best hope.
Enough jabber. Let's push on.
Okay,
So do we have to like leave and come back?
Looks like it.
Hey, Danny?
Ma'am?
Got any of your own ideas on how we might get into the lab?
Well, I think Jake has the right idea. We should ask for help at the fort.
We should get a move on.
Definitely pushing us towards the fort.
Yeah, unless we can get some, like, lockpicks.
Yeah, which we don't have.
Yeah.
Alright, let's... Oh, hey! How are you? Who
What
are
you doing? This is no place for sightseers.
Are you Dr. Clark? It'd be really funny if you're Dr. Clark.
Yeah.
And just who in the ether are you?
Such disrespect. You toy with forces you do not understand.
The lady asked you a question, sir.
Heed my warning.
What
Stay
if it
away
is
from this
Dr.
place.
Clark?
Its mysteries are not for you.
I don't think
Hey,
it's
wait.
gonna be Dr. Clark,
There they go.
but that is very funny to
forgot your-
imagine.
Hat?
What was that all about?
Good question.
It's like a tinfoil hat.
Yeah.
Tinfoil.
Yeah.
That man wearing it as a hat.
What if this turns into cowboys versus aliens?
I love that there is an option to wear it.
Yes.
He went this way.
He did.
I think
He
we'll
did go
see
this
him
way.
if...
No sign of
Oh.
that odd bearded fellow. I wonder where
Oh,
he
that's the
scampered
fort.
off to.
I reckon we got ourselves bigger fish to fry right now, Miss Leger.
Okay.
That's because it's a bigger, like, you know, greater world map.
Yeah. It looks we only have the fort and here to travel to right now.
Yeah.
Hey, look, a show.
What a racket.
She's pretty good, though.
Vaya. Híjole. Nobody in sight, but I'm sure there are guards somewhere.
I mean, they might be doing target practice right now.
Yeah.
Those might be the guards.
Should we try talking to them?
Yeah, why not?
Excuse me? I said, excuse me.
They're a bit busy. No.
Caramba, you made me miss. What do you
Sorry.
want?
Who are you? What are you doing?
Who are you, and what are you doing out here?
I am Marisol de la Vega, Lieutenant General of the Constitutional Army of New Spain. My compadre is Corporal Eugenio Garcia.
Pleasure. I'm Harley Leger, and these are my associates Jake Ackerman and Danny Luo.
Good to meet you. In answer to your second question, Eugenio and I are practicing our shooting while we wait for our jefe to conclude his business.
Who did you say you were waiting for?
Our leader, General Filomeno Marquez. Surely you've heard of him.
No, I'm sorry. I have no.
No. Who? I do like that they have little cannons, and I actually don't know what the purpose of these things are, but they are on old forts.
Yeah.
Afraid not.
Híjole, it really is true. Vespuccians don't pay attention to anything unless it happens right in front of their faces. You do not know of the new Spanish Revolution?
Should I?
Ugh.
Well, could you tell us about it? We'd love to learn about the lore.
Yeah.
What about this revolution, then?
I do not have the time or the desire to explain the particulars of our struggle to you. Pick up
I
our
mean, valid.
non-imperialist periodical if you can find one. You might learn something.
I mean, valid. Very
Yeah.
valid. We're
Do
just
you
like,
know anything
lore?
about the
Go read a
laboratory just going
newspaper.
on
I'm not a lord.
That abandoned wreck is a laboratory?
It was at some point.
Clearly you know more about it than I do.
That's all for now. Happy shooting.
Thanks,
Wait,
gringo.
wait, can we get in? Okay.
Best not to disturb her unless I've got something to say.
Okay, so they are one unit.
Yeah.
Vaya.
Can we talk?
What's on your mind?
Any idea who that odd fellow with the beard was?
Not a clue. Sure seemed a few cows short of a herd, didn't he?
I'll say. Let's hope he doesn't cause us any trouble. Enough jabber. Let's push on.
Caramba!
Sturdy.
my gosh, hi!
What is it?
Would you happen to know anything about the lab just over that way?
No, and quite frankly, I don't care to.
What do you all get up to in this place?
I'm really not at liberty to say, ma'am.
Well, okay.
We'd like to
Can
come
we
in,
go in?
More unannounced visitors? Must be my lucky day. What country exiled you?
None. We just want to speak with Captain Stokes.
Afraid he's indisposed.
Why don't you tell Stokes that Jake Ackerman needs a word?
Gentleman Jake?
At your service.
We're not in the market for entertainment. It's like I said. Oh, dad blasted. Would you knock it off with the shooting already? I can't hear myself think!
I was about to be like,
You
fine,
call
they just
yourself
keep
a soldier
shooting.
when the sound of gunfire sets you quivering like a coward? Pathetic.
She gives no fucks.
Look, I can't help you. I'm sorry.
Look, I can't help you. The gunfire is giving me a headache. Please. Come back tomorrow.
I wouldn't be asking to see Captain Stokes if it wasn't important.
I opened the gate for the last person who said that to me today. And what did I get as a reward? His 2 cronies raising hell for the past hour. No, ma'am, not again.
Carry on, soldier.
Right.
This is a point in the flick. Why don't you point to me in the direction of these cronies, and we will click them into submission with something
I
that's in
think
the area.
the implication might be that they're the ones.
Are
that
they
have-
the ones? Oh no!
Vaya.
Hey, Danny?
Ma'am?
Who do you suppose that odd bearded fellow was?
I don't know. But I hope we don't run into him again. He gave me a
I
strange
bet we will.
Oh, definitely.
I guarantee
Get a
we will.
tinfoil hat.
How can we get into the fort?
The guard seems upset about all the noise. Maybe he'll warm to us if we can figure out some way to take care of it.
We should get a move on.
But how can we get this? I wonder.
Yeah, like,
what do we
Can
got?
we talk?
What's on your mind?
How are we supposed to get into
I've
the
got
fort?
sarsaparilla bottles.
I figured it'd be a
I
breeze.
do have sarsaparilla.
The guard's
bottles, but they're
ornery
empty.
as a mama bear
Yeah.
with a sore teat. We need to figure out how to get on his good side.
Enough jabber. Let's push on.
Okay, so can we click?
Caramba.
Okay, we can mostly talk. What about the target?
Let's look at the target. Just don't get too close.
That thing has seen some action.
Okay.
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 Anda.
What do we want to do? I mean, I assume the bottles might come in handy in some fashion.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to talk to them.
You again. What is it now?
Could you
To do your shooting elsewhere?
Say, do you think you could practice your shooting somewhere else?
Why?
The fort guard isn't happy about the noise.
Well, then maybe he should choose another profession.
We could bet that we can beat them at shooting.
Do you think you can beat them at shooting?
I have no idea.
You're pretty good, but I bet I can beat you at shooting.
I am the best shot in New Spain.
Care to prove it?
Gladly. But a large stationary target such as this is not suitable for a contest. If you wish to challenge me, find some moving targets.
Can
Bottles?
we use these bottles as targets?
Yeah, why don't we throw them in the
Indeed,
air or
we
something?
can. Very well. Prepare to be humiliated.
Say, Jake, could you give us a hand?
My pleasure.
Okay.
How
Okay.
many bottles are there?
About 30.
Then
No.
shoot at 5. Whoever breaks the most wins.
Sounds fair.
I am feeling generous this morning. Would you like the opportunity to practice first?
Yes. I have no idea
Yes,
how
actually.
Very well.
how
Ready
the
for those
gun
bottles,
works.
Yep, get ready.
Okay.
Set. Here we go.
Oh,
In the air.
Fuck.
Damn it.
Here we go.
Oh, man.
I'll get the next
Oh,
one.
Bottle
no.
in the air.
I'll get the next
those
one.
are so
coming.
fast.
Damn
If
it.
you want, I can give it a shot.
Is the best you can do?
Ah!
I don't know why we are even bothering. All right, for real this time.
Oh shit!
Ready, set, incoming.
I'll get the next one.
Incoming.
You got this.
You missed.
Here we go.
Hot damn.
Yeah.
Here we
Hot
go.
damn. There we go. There we go.
Don't move the mouse.
Doing it.
Damn it.
Ah.
Shit.
Incoming.
Take that.
Bottle in
I
the
hit
air.
2 though.
You did.
Take that.
Bottle in the air.
Take
Okay.
that.
Hit
Bottle in the air.
3. She hit 4.
Bottle in the air.
Damn.
She misses the 5th,
So,
though, so you
you
gotta
need-
get 5.
5 in
Or
a
at
row.
the very least 4. Do you want me to take a run at it? Or should we stop?
What's with
Yeah, we'll probably put down a save.
bottles?
Bottle hell.
Hey!
You want to take a shot?
Yeah, let me take a
I'm
shot.
not sure if
What is it now?
I'm not sure if we'll have just one more attempt.
Ooh. I'm glad you saved it then. Let's hope that me being good at other games and shooting will
I wasn't quite
correlate.
prepared last time. How about we try shooting again?
If you insist. Remember, whoever hits the most out of 5 bottles wins. Get on with it, mustache wax.
No need for name calling, madam. Ready, set, here we go.
Oh shoot!
Bottle in the air.
Damn, got too high that
Bottle
time.
in the air.
I'll
Nope.
get the next one.
You definitely don't want to.
I'll get the next one.
Keeps going
Bottle in the
high.
air.
Don't try to.
Damn it.
My turn.
Like
Incoming.
Yeah,
don't try to reactively move to the bottle.
yeah.
It definitely is a try to be where it's going to hit.
Yeah, yeah.
Dale.
Bottle in the air.
Interesting. I'm kind of watching
Another
it.
victory
Does
for
it
me.
change or is it always the same throw?
I think it's always the same
Nice
throw.
try, but you'll need a lot more practice if you want to challenge me.
Perhaps I can be of some assistance, Miss Leger.
He's just like, maybe we can cheat. Anyway,
We should also stop. So
okie dokie.
Híjole.
We'll figure this out next time.
yes,
Híjole.
we will figure this out next time.
Caramba.
Even if we have to horribly cheat to do it.
We'll try it fairly again first.
Yes.
Vaya.
But I hope you have enjoyed,
Anda.
and we will be back with more Rosewater next time.
See ya!